Hi YouTube. It's me. I'm alive. I'm doing well. um, I know this is kind of like a weird upload, and it's been quite a long time since my last upload. And you know what? I'm just gonna be like straight up with you guys. I just lost focus of uploading videos and making videos. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be straight up and honest with you guys. I would not make time for it. Like I had a lot of things that I've had written down and wanted to share with you guys, but I just never made time. And I had a lot of time to do these videos for you guys, but today right now I just feel called to, like, by the Lord, to just share this with you guys, because it opened my eyes a little bit into my life and the things that I idle. And yeah, like, I just want to share with you guys, share the word with you guys, and reach the places that the Lord wants me to reach. And yeah, like, even if this like gets like 2 views or 3 views or 4 views or 20 views or 60 views, it doesn't really matter with me, because the main focus for me is the people that need to hear the message. And whoever this reaches, I hope and I pray that the Lord does his work in you. And yeah, so I was reading Isaiah chapter 2, and something really caught my eye, and it's in Isaiah chapter 2 verse 8, and it says, "Their land is also full of idols. They worship the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made." And when I was reading that, it came to my realization of the things that I idol and the things that I put above God. And I'm gonna be honest and not hide that from you guys, because I want to be truthful with this. And just like the people of Judah and Jerusalem, and how they had their idols, and we have ours. These idols are social media. They could be sleep, the gym, or jobs, or money. It could be literally, when you're putting it above God, and you're putting above just Him, and being His present, reading His Word, praying. If you're putting it above that, it's considered an idol. Because God should be the center of our lives. We should be always keeping Him above everything else. They worship the work of their hands, and in this time they were too focused on worshiping these things instead of worshiping God. And honestly, we've been in the same boat. Let's be honest, because it's very easy for us to be distracted and turn our focus from God, and give attention towards other things. And I myself have been at fault for that. I would, even in these last few months, I would put like my social media above like just the time I spent on social media above God. And yeah, something that I did during that time would be like, okay, I'm gonna step away from social media. And now I'm like, I don't like one of the things that I do is that I shut off my notifications, because I don't want to be Because I feel like when I am notified of things, I want to be, okay, let me check what it is. Let me check what it is, instead of, being in the presence. Or it'd be sleep. It'd be sleep where I put sleep above everything, and want to sleep even more. So like, and like, or games, spending my time on games instead of spending my time in the Word. These are the things that have been in my life, and they have distracted me from spending time with God and spending time in His presence. Yeah, and also my job. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, sometimes I'll be too focused on what my job is, and not focusing on God and His message. Another, like, an important. Hey, I noticed that I kind of didn't mention I was going to give an example. So this is an example of what to do if you're idling something. And yeah, I found it important for me, and I just wanted to share with you guys. Okay, peace. Way for us to do this is by shutting our phone off, or having an alarm that would wake us up, and sticking to that alarm. Another way, and I'm just listing things for myself, but who knows, someone like right now could be needing this. Just shutting those things off, taking them away, removing them from your life. Hey, I'm not saying don't sleep at all. Okay, I'm watching this video over, and I listed sleep in that I said cut it off. Please don't cut off sleep. Okay, sleep is important. I am just saying, don't oversleep through that alarm. Don't let it go to snooze, instead of taking it off and getting up and starting your day. Like, let's say you snooze it for 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes that you snooze it could be 2 minutes that you can spend time with God. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I got this cleared up. But yeah. Boom. Because these things are a distraction, and if we're putting them above God, how are we supposed to be close with Him and have a genuine relationship with God if we're putting these things above God? Another way for us to get closer and to shut off these distractions is to fast. And I'm gonna be honest, I've only fasted like once, and I should be fasting more for things. And it brings us closer to God, and brings us closer in relationship with Him. We're trusting in Him and abiding in His presence. It's just like how Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. He spent time and trusted God. I mean, He is God, but He trusted God. He trusted Him. Even though He was tempted in that time, He still put His trust in His Father to give Him the strength to just like to turn away from it, to give Him strength to just say no. I don't need this, because I need to put my trust in God. And funnily, fun. I don't know. Today, I was serving in children's ministry. Today, by today I mean January 18th of 2026. I was serving in children's ministry. I was reading scripture to the kids. And this verse came up. And it was when Satan was tempting Jesus and asked Jesus to serve him, and he would gain the kingdoms. He would gain everything that he desired, right? And then Jesus replied by quoting Deuteronomy 6:13, and he says, "You shall fear the Lord," and Deuteronomy 6:13 says, "You shall fear the Lord your God and serve him." And with this verse, it kind of opened my eyes. And I want to be more obedient to God. I want to be more focused in my relationship with him. I want to be closer with God. And the only way I can do that is by fearing him, having obedience. When it is talked about fearing the Lord, it's not saying to us to be scared of him, to be afraid of God, but to be obedient, to be hating evil, to turn away from those things that are distracting us, and to turn our attention fully to God, serving him, serving God, serving Jesus. Because like I said before, all these distractions, they cause us to lose focus, and we start idolizing them. We start idolizing how much likes we got on our last post, how much time I got to spend with my significant other. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't got a significant other, but that's an example. Or just even, this game is so amazing. You know what? Let me spend 8 hours playing this game. Let me spend 3 hours of my days playing this game. Let me go sleep. Let me go sleep and enjoy 2 hours of sleep. 2 hours of a nap instead of having that time, putting that time for God. And I talk. I'm not just talking to you guys, but I'm talking to myself. I'm gonna be honest. I need to do that as well. I need to do that as well. And, just like I said before, when these things are happening, when we are in these moments where we're kind of like idolizing something and spending that time, more time on that than spending time with God and just spending time in his word, or spending time just worshiping him. This is the time, this is the moment where when you see that, you cut it off. When you feel that, you cut it off completely, and refocus and put your focus back into God. Just want to thank you guys for just spending your time here. I know this is not me being more the most exciting in a way, but this is how I want my YouTube to be done. I just want to be here, just like calm, I know sometimes I could be really full of energy, and I have energy. I just want to be calm and just be in this moment. And I just want to thank you guys. You know, it means a lot that you're clicking on this video and just watching it. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing Sunday, or whenever you watch this. I just pray that God just provides you with the most joyful day. Yeah, and I just want to thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.